Hi everyone. I wanted to give a recap of what's been going on in our lives since July of last year. So, my name's Annette Garcia Terrell, and my kids are Promise and Treasure. And as of last year, I was working with Verizon Wireless, which was an amazing job. I'd been there over 3 years. The contract ended because they have a rule of 36 months. I actually got to stay a little bit longer because I was under a PO in the first year. Regardless, it was an amazing experience. My boss was super empathetic, very growth oriented, and I learned a lot there, including Power BI and Tableau and designing dashboards and doing amazing things with Excel and project managing, and I really enjoyed it. But some things come to an end, and it did. Once that ended, they were offering the opportunity to come back. He thought it was going to be 6 months. I later found out that there's a 12-month cooling off period for contractors. That's kind of all besides the point now because things just went crazy. As a lot of you know, with the job market, it's been very unique. It's been very odd actually, because I've never been out of a job this long. Usually I'll be getting calls, which I have been, but I'll be getting interviews as well, and that I have not gotten. It's like I can't get past that one point, and long story short, it has a lot to do with AI. I'm taking courses on this. I have a whole group at a church called Between Job Ministries that we're working together, networking, teaching each other, giving each other leads, taking courses. They're an amazing group of people. And so they've gone above and beyond to help me in different things. So it's been a while. Thank God I had savings that kept me held over for a while. And then I had my taxes come in. I did them right away, of course, because I knew I needed that money. And that was awesome. And I thought, this should be it. I should be getting my job and we should be good to go. Crickets when it comes to submitting my resume, not hearing back or saying you weren't selected. People on my team that have experience that are either analysts themselves or worked in HR said, Annette, there are a lot of you out there. I thought, well, not exactly like me, but as far as on paper, there are a lot of analysts out there. So, I had to get creative. So I started delving into my networking, reaching out to former bosses, and thank God I just met with my boss that I worked at a general contracting company, and that was in 2001, a long time ago. But he was able to connect me with another company, and they happen to have a position open that's possibly for me, but I haven't talked to them yet. What I'm doing right now, because I get these leads all the time where it's possible this might happen, this might not happen. It just fell through for whatever reason. And so I cannot wait any longer to start having something happen. I'll just let you know, unemployment stopped a couple weeks ago, and I've been holding my breath thinking, okay, remember that job? That one's going to come through. We're going to be able to do something now. It just hasn't worked. It's happening to people all around me, not just me. If you go on LinkedIn for any period of time, you will see all of the issues that are going on, either with AI, with resumes, with recruiters, with hiring staff. They are inundated with resumes, and they're trying to screen them. Anyways, long story short, we're getting towards the very end of our savings, and I have nothing coming in. No child support. That's a long story. You know, I'm not angry or bitter that he's got things going on too. And no, yeah, basically nothing coming in. So I have to do something, right? I can't just sit here and wait. I can't wait for, you know, somebody to come knock at my door and say, okay, forbearance is over. You need to get out. I'm not going to wait for that. So what can I do right now? So me and my daughter started putting together a plan for, we're making jewelry right now. I love being creative. I've tried to do this in the past, but things would always come up. And as we started making this jewelry, thinking, oh, we'll just make a few pieces here and just see how it goes. She looked at one piece. I wish I had it right now, I would tell you, but I'm going to do more videos about the jewelry. And she said, Mom, this looks like Noah's Ark. And I thought, that's weird. Why would you say Noah's Ark? And so I'll explain that later. But I do have one piece of jewelry on me right now that I made. And it's 2 circles. And this was like a prototype. Right here is this, you know, supposed to be a piece of leather. This is like synthetic leather. I don't know about you people that are against leather. But I made several of these with actual leather. They look amazing, beautiful. And I'm calling these In His Arms. I'm picturing this inner circle as me. This is God. He's got me in his arms and he's wrapped me up and he's like, Annette, I'm going to take care of you. And once I started with this, every piece of jewelry that we picked up, that we designed, a word would come to my mind. And we just started getting excited. I was like, oh my gosh, we can tell a story. This is not just jewelry. These are reminders, you know, rather than just putting on something to look pretty, which, you know, we like doing that too. But have a reminder in my face during this time when we're going through the depths of trudging through all of this stuff that keeps coming up. Wouldn't it be nice to look in the mirror and say, hey, don't forget, God's got you. He's got you. He has a plan for you. And it may not seem like it's happening, or may seem like it's so far in the distance, or it's not going to be on time. But it is. It's going to happen, and it's going to be on time. Hopefully not when I have $10 in my account. But anyways, so yeah. So this is our strategy. I'm also creating a GoFundMe because I'm a responsible parent, and I have to have some, we have to keep our housing set up, whether it's, you know, just getting caught up, because once the deferment is up, which is in a couple months, and it's the last deferment they'll allow me, then they're going to expect a house payment. I don't have one right now. Hopefully my job will be coming through. But beyond that, once the house payment starts coming up, I will owe $18,000, like right away. They said there's not going to be any tacking it on to the end anymore. So I have to prepare for that as well. Hopefully they'll have a payment plan, but they're saying that it's going to be due. And that's a lot of money, especially when you have been working for almost a year. So beyond that, my car, my beautiful, wonderful Lincoln MKX 2012 that has been amazing for me, has started not being so amazing. Things are not working right. Y'all see me complain a little bit about this, but you know, unfortunately, people have taken advantage of me during this time. I took it into a shop. They're very non-responsive. in the end, I spent $750 just on the labor, and I think they changed one part, which was an airflow sensor. Um, and the issue was not fixed. It turns out later that it was misfiring, and we went ahead and got somebody else. Another boss stepped up, saw my post, and he offered to pay for the labor on that. And then a family member offered to pay for the parts. So thank God I got that changed. I'm driving it later today to see if it actually worked. Y'all, the AC went out. After I took it to that one shop, things just started getting worse. The AC was working fine before. I don't have the energy to call this shop and say I need my money. What are y'all doing? Why would y'all do this to somebody? I explained to you I was in a hard situation, and you just took my money, and my car is still doing exactly the same thing that it was doing when I sent it. It's not even just doing that. It's doing more things, like the AC not working. Deep breaths, right? I mean, there's nothing I can do right now about it, just because I'm not in that space to fight for that. Even though I really need that $750, I'm just not in the space to fight for it. Maybe I will be, like, once I get my job, then I can, but at this point, I had another friend say, Annette, God will take care of that. They'll get, whatever's coming to them for doing that. And don't worry about it. Another person advised me to do a small claims court deal. I just don't have the energy to do that right now. So this is what I'm doing right now. I'm explaining my story to everybody. I'm constantly looking for jobs. I'm meeting with people. I'm networking. I'm willing to do jobs that, I did a long time ago, that my experience has grown beyond that, but I'm fine with doing them. They usually don't want to hire you, even though, let's say, I explain this to somebody. I have an analyst role. I can code, I can do some things like that. But I apply for an a position that's project controls that has accounts payable in it, or doing expense reports. The hiring manager said, we will not hire her. She's got the analyst thing down great, but we won't hire her because she doesn't have expense report experience on her resume. I thought, actually, I did have that on there, but it wasn't like prevalent, because I've grown beyond that. But I'm okay with doing it. So the logic behind that hiring manager is, because you haven't done expense reports recently, you can't have this job. It made no sense whatsoever. Like, do you understand that expense reports are easy? A lot of people do them electronically now, but if I have to take receipts and paste them to paper and make copy, I'll do that. It's not a problem. So there's just something going on with the I don't know, is the hiring managers, or it just does not make sense. And so many people are saying the same thing. We don't get it. There's so many qualified people out here that are willing to work and have skills that are amazing, above and beyond. My sister's a good example. I don't know if she wants me to share her story, but she has her degree, and she's working part-time at a hospital in an admin role. I'm like, this should not be happening. What is going on here? And she was out of a job longer than a year. So anyways, long story short, this is just to give everybody an update of what's going on, why we're doing the GoFundMe, why we need the money. Well, obviously because we don't have anything coming in, but just, we were surviving. We could live on $500 a week without paying a house note. Like, we can do that. We don't eat very much. I get kids meals. If we go out to eat, I'll just get one little thing just to make it work. And we just don't, we're not big guys. We don't eat a lot. So $500 a week goes a long way. So whatever you can give, we would be amazingly, extremely grateful. Whether it'll go towards our just food or towards a light bill, or whatever, we're going to use it wisely. Just know that I look for coupons. I use apps that have coupons in them. I get things for free. I'm willing to go do surveys, answer ads on Craigslist. I mean, I got to be careful. I know that. I'm willing to do so many things. I'm looking at blood donation. It's crazy. I'm at that point. I would do Uber if I could, but my car's broken. I'm signed up, but I can't even drive. My car doesn't have AC, so I can't do an Uber without AC. My church has offered to help. I don't know to what extent they're going to be able to help, though. Filled out paperwork. We're